What's up, YouTube? Okay, this video I'm going to be talking about my current build, in which I'm going to be using 7 out of 6 superior runes of the air to, one of my traits lets me get swiftness every time I use my healing skill, so the swiftness duration bonus is really nice, especially if I'm healing to get out of a bad situation, or it can even heal offensively, which is kind of interesting to me. And then it also provides critical damage. Oh no, wait, sorry, I'm silly, because the runes are the thing that gives me swiftness after I heal. And then the 6-piece,
good hunting,
I guess, set gives you a chance to gain a lightning strike bonus attack every time you attack an enemy. It has a cooldown of 10 seconds. The lightning strike scales with your attack power, and I believe it can crit, and I believe it's based off your own crit chance. As far as I can tell, at 3,000 attack or so, it does about 1,500 damage, and with a 20% chance on all your attacks, it happens basically every 10 seconds. On top of this, on my rifle, which is my primary weapon, I have the Sigil of Superior Air, which will give me a 30% chance on crit to cause another lightning strike. So it's very, very bursty, and I have a lot of attack. I have 3.1 thousand attack. On top of that, the 35% crit chance, but I also have 10 seconds of Fury with For Great Justice, 10.5 seconds of Fury, which is very, very nice because that gives you an extra 20% crit chance, which will bring my crit chance to 55%, which will bring my lightning strike chance somewhere around 5-ish% on every attack. And I don't... Oh, it has an internal cooldown of 5 seconds. So that'll be happening every 5 seconds. So it adds a good amount of burst, especially if you do something like Volley, which has a lot of attacks. And my crit bonus damage, or bonus critical hit damage, is 45%. So my crits are doing 195% regular damage. I'm running at 2,300 armor, and most of that is through traits. Actually, I believe all of that's through regular defense and traits. Yeah. And then I have 24.8 thousand health with 150 healing power. Pretty low. Pretty low healing power. Decent health. In my axe, I'm going to be using the Sigil of Intelligence, which guarantees a critical hit on the next attack.
Seize the moment.
In the shield, the Sigil of Superior Battle, which will give me 3 stacks of might, which is worth 105 power and 105 condition damage, which will put my attack at about 3.3 thousand. And with the guaranteed crit, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice, especially because the only time I'm going to be switching to axe is after like a rifle butt or a cripple, or after they evade. Switch to your axe and get a guaranteed eviscerate crit at 3.3k attack at near 200% crit damage. It's pretty fat. Most of the time it hits for about 5,500, and most people only have around 20,000 hit points, so it's a nice fat finishing move. My Aqua Breather has another Sigil of Air. I don't know if...
traveler.
Actually, I do know. I remember now. The Aqua Breather trades places with your helmet, and they have the same stats. So, if you have a different sigil in your Aqua Breather and you're underwater, you don't have the full set bonus, which is bad. In my Spear, I have the Sigil of Air, which is Lightning Strike on crits, % chance, and then on my Harpoon, I have the Sigil of Superior Leeching, which makes my next attack with that weapon after I switch you to it. Switching, what? Words. After I switch to it, gives me a life leech. And I'm going to be using the Berserker's Amulet. I thought about using the amulet that gives bonuses to all your stats and crit damage, because of some of the trait choices I make with this build. But I decided against it, and hopefully it'll work out well. For my weapon skills, it's the basic warrior rifle one. For my slot skills, I'm going to be using mending because it's the best heal for warriors. For great justice, because it has a 20-second cooldown with a 32.5-second might uptime. So the Fury is only 10.5 seconds. So you can have 3 stacks of might up at all times for great justice. 20-second cooldown. Fear Me, which is an AoE fear, 64-second cooldown. Shake It Off breaks a condition and breaks stuns, 20-second cooldown.
Seize the moment.
And the Signet of Rage, which is on a 60-second cooldown, but it has 40 seconds of 5 stacks of might, a stack of fury, and 1 stack of swiftness. So really it only has a downtime of about 20 seconds if I decide to use it. Very, very powerful if you have for great justice up with 3 stacks of might, Signet of Rage for another 5 stacks of might, which will give you 8, and then when you switch for my Eviscerate Killing Blow, the shield will give me another 3 stacks of might. Is it 3? Yeah, another 3 stacks of might. And that'll bring me up to 11 stacks of might on a guaranteed critical hit with the axe burst skill. It's some nasty stuff, and I should set that to middle mouse, but I have it set as R. It's my keybind, whatever. Okay, so these are my traits. Now I know I talked a lot about burst damage, but as you can see, my traits are really geared for support, which is interesting to me. Alright, so I have 10 into strength.
You must visit more
I chose
often.
Berserker's Power, which will give me bonus damage based on how much adrenaline I have stored. I have nothing in arms, nothing in criticals, nothing in condition damage, because really I have no conditions other than the rifle standard bleed, but it's really not all that good. It's too slow. I have 15 in defense, so I can get a automatic regeneration based on health. And as far as I've heard, it's not affected by healing power, which is good because I don't have much healing power. I have 150 because of my traits. For the 10-point bonus, I chose Turtle's Defense for an extra 200 toughness while I'm slowed, stunned, or immobilized. Because sometimes Shake It Off is just off cooldown. So, kind of need that. For tactics, I have all 30 points. For the 10, 20, and 30, I chose Desperate Power, which is 10% bonus damage under 25 health. It's okay. It's kind of dangerous. I chose Lung Capacity for my shouts to recharge faster, and I chose Vigorous Shouts so that all my shouts heal in an AoE. And of course, I have toughness while reviving. I have it's like 400 extra toughness while you're reviving, which is fat, and faster revive, and you give might to everyone around you, including yourself, when you revive somebody. So it's very, very nice. You can I believe you can revive faster than someone you can kill if you have the revive speed increase, but I'm not sure. And I have 15 in Discipline, which will give me faster weapon switching and streaks of adrenaline when I switch weapons. I also took Heightened Focus, which will give me bonus crit chance depending on how much adrenaline I have. So I took everything that gives me bonuses when I have stored adrenaline. So I don't like to use my burst skills, mainly because the rifle burst skill is really bad. It does a lot of damage. I think it does as much as Eviscerate at ranged, at a 1200 range, which is a lot. But you have to sit still, you have to charge it up, and it's slow. It's really easy to see coming, it's really easy to dodge, it's really easy to block. Or blind me while I'm charging it up. It's not good, because it's too slow. Unlike Eviscerate, which is really fast. Now the Axe Burst skill, Eviscerate, is really, really good. And I have it set up so it's, made to be even better. It's really nice when you get your guaranteed crit on Eviscerate and then you get a lightning strike or two on top of it. It's just wonderful because that's like 7,000, 8,000 damage. That doesn't happen very much. I've used this build once or twice before. I was playing for like a day. It was okay, but I'm gonna demonstrate it in the next video. I think that's gonna be it for my build. I don't believe there's anything else to discuss. So later.